Yo, yo, yo. What it up? Am I live? Am I live? Oh, not even connected. What's going on, you guys? The, what the hell? What's up? What's up? Let's get it. Yeah. What's first on the list? First book. Should we go better? Prize picks, underdog, dabble. Where's all the promos? Let's see what we got. Positive EV. We got a lot of better plays. I made a better play already, so if you're not on my Discord, we made a better slip already. We got Jalen Brunson's discount. We got DeAndre Hunter under 10.5 and Ace Bailey under 11. The Ace Bailey plays still here. I don't think the DeAndre Hunter plays here still. So, I mean, you can go with Nikola Vucevic on over a double double. We can make another play though. I think there's a Jalen Brunson slip. I mean, Michael Porter. We got Michael Porter over 29.5 points, rebounds. I guess we'll make a better slip since we're already on better. Let me just look at here real quick. We're looking for some outliers. This one, I mean, $1,700 for him to go over 10.5 points is a good deal. Not really liking the odds that Pinnacle and Bet 105 are offering. So, as far as getting a good value, you're better off just playing this straight up on Bet 105. If you're like me and you're in a state where you can't sports bet, you can still bet on Bet 105 straight bets. So, you got that. I'd rather just do this straight up than put it in a parlay, especially because we're only doing 3-mans. So it's not going to be as profitable in the long run. Underdog is looking pretty solid too, so we have to make this quick so we can head over to underdog. Let me just lock in some plays from the positive EV tool. We can go with Vucevic to get a double double. So Vucevic over double double, Cam Thomas under 17.5 points. I'm not taking the Ace Bailey play because I already took it. It's already in a slip. Kenneth Walker, minus 190. God damn. Devontae, those are football ones. All right, so here's the play. Here's our 3-man. Vucevic double double. Cam Thomas was under 17.5, right? Yeah. All right. All right, so we got another better slip. If you didn't get the first one, here's another one. If you don't you do the Michael Porter play, you can do the Brunson play. I'll put this in the communities tab. All right, so make sure you're in my Discord so you can get the link to this. Actually, let me see if I can. What? Betrayal. Bro. I'm not even logged in. Awesome. Let me, hold on a sec. I don't even remember my login, so. And I need to blow my nose. All right, I think I'm going to be able to get this real quick. If you want the link, go to my. Actually, hold on. I think I got you right quick. Let me know if this works. Discord, that's not it. All right, hold on. That's not the link. This is the link. Let me know if this link works. I'll be right back. All right, back. Got some snifflers. Hold on. Let me see if this works. Let me know if that link works. I think it should work. Cool. All right, so we in there. Let's see what else we got. How about this? There's a good amount of better plays. We could take the Nurkic play also if we can find two other plays. So I'm just gonna load it up. Unless we find this on a different under 11.5 rebounds. I'm gonna just leave that there for now. Cool. I'm gonna take this Jalen Smith over 7.5 rebounds on a prop builder, $35. Doing this off screen, but I'm trying to lock in this top player right now. The reason why is because we're getting that at a plus 106, which is outside of this market with the over is favored on both of these, on basically Pinnacle, but all the books have the over favored. Only prop builder and rebet have the under favored. So we're basically taking this because it's outside the market with, as long as it's still there. Jalen Smith for the Chicago Bulls. Over 7.5 rebounds at plus 106. It's still there. As long as it goes through, this would be a good play. God damn, come on, bro. All right, cool. So let me, this is going in my Discord. So if you're in my Discord, you will see that I am making this play right now live. This is a straight bet. And it's going in my positive EV tab. So if you want to follow my positive EV plays, there we got Jalen Smith over 7.5 rebounds at plus 106, right off the positive EV tool. Main reason is because every other book has the over favored, and we're getting plus money. They changed it. Oh damn! So I got lucky on that one. It's actually not there anymore. They changed it. Now it's minus 108. So I did get this at plus 106. So I got lucky on that one. Plus 106. So hopefully this hits. But the reason why I took this play and I wanted to get it quickly was for that reason. It was clearly an outlier. We're getting minus odds on every other book except for these books. It was at plus 106, and now you can see that they changed their odds to minus odds. But when you see that it's the opposite, like all of these books have the over favored, these odds are worse than the under odds. And then you can get, basically, you can find a book where they have it flip flopped, like reversed. That book is out of sync. They're off on their line, so you want to try to attack that as soon as possible. So I had to make that play before I move on to these other books. And we're just looking for plays that are similar to that. So here's another play: Isaiah Collier over 8.5 points. They got the over favorite, and we can get even money on the same prop builder. So prop builder, you can be on any book, any offshore book, basically. If I click on this, oh, that's not it. I guess it's just these two. Well, if you click on prop builder, it'll probably tell me. No, never mind. I'll show you on another one, but you open up the list on the prop builder, and then you any of those books, they use the same prop builder for all of their player props. So it makes it easy because you don't have to have, like, it's not just one book. And then once you get limited on one book, you can move on to the next book. It's the same. It's the same lines. Let me lock this one in real quick, and then we're gonna have to move on. Make sure it's at even money. So that one I got in there. So I'm gonna share this one as well. This one looks like it might stick for a little bit. So if you do have a prop builder, you can do this play. If you don't and you want to get on one, let me know and I can send you my referral links. So there we go. So I got the Isaiah Collier over 8.5 points. Straight off the positive EV tool. Bam. All right, let's move on. And we're looking for, let's go to underdog. I know I have a bonus bet on underdog. I believe it's NBA 30% and a 50%. So I'm going to pick the 50% first, just because this is probably going to be my better plays. I might take another better slip and put this in there just because the amount of money that someone's putting in there. But let me make an underdog slip. I'll come back to that one and pair it with the Vucevic play. Jordan Burks. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm looking to see, this is sharp money, so somebody's putting down $1,800 that he's going over 13.5 points or under 13.5 points. The reason why I'm not quick to jump on this is because there's no sports books other than DFS that are offering this line. So that's what you're looking for is like multiple data points. So if I go over to the fantasy optimizer, this would be like another data point. So if I was to see this guy, I don't even want to pronounce his name, but if he ends up on the positive or the fantasy optimizer as well, then I'll jump on it. I'll jump on it rather quickly. But because I don't see him on here, I'll probably put that in a slip later if we're still trying to make a slip and we need like an extra player, an extra bet. But because the odds they are asking for plus 127, you're getting a good value compared to what somebody out there thinks a sharp better. So it's not a bad play. It's just not one that I would jump on because we don't have multiple data points that are supporting that side or that bet. And it's probably just because it's NCAA. Not a lot of sportsbooks offer NCAA, or they're not that they might not have that line in particular. They might have it at a different line or a different odds. So we got Darius Garland over 26.5 PRAs. Not that much money is in there, so I'm gonna probably stay away from that. I might just go let me see. I might just go straight to the fantasy optimizer on this one. My connection stays dropping off on underdog. It's ridiculous. One sec, y'all. That's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna have to come back to underdog again. This seems to happen like every day. We'll come back to underdog. Let's see what else we got. I don't have any money in parlay play, but I probably should. Let's check out Prize Picks. So we got the same guy over here. And then we got some tennis going on today. Devontae Adams. We got some football. I think I had a football play on underdog, so I'm gonna have to just wait a little bit until underdog comes back to me. Let's check out Dabble. I usually go to the Sharp Money tool first to see what they have, and then I hop over to the Positive EV. Positive EV sometimes plays like pop up like a lot, and then sometimes they don't. Here's another straight play that we could make. Brunson under 29.5. They got minus 161 over here. At minus 114. So this stream looks like it's gonna be mainly straight plays on a prop builder. Hold on. All right, so we just took another straight play on a prop builder. Jalen Brunson under 29.5 points. 7.65 EV edge. All of these, so basically we're looking at sharp books. We're using sharp books to support our side, our bet, and you got plus money on the over, meaning that they don't think the over's the more likely outcome. The under is the more likely outcome. And so they have minus 159 as the under. So they're really thinking that the under's hitting. That's a huge gap. Minus 152 still up there. And we got this at minus 114, which is basically right where they have the over as far as the market width. So when you're looking for positive EV plays, you want to find plays that sit either on the edge or close to the opposite side. So if we're betting on the under, we want our bet to be minus 114 or a better payout. So minus 113, minus 112. If we're getting better odds than the opposite side, then it's a good bet. So if we were going to bet on the over 29.5, we'd want to get odds that are better than plus 152 or higher, or plus 150 or higher. None of these books are offering their lines anywhere near the plus 150 side, so I wouldn't take any of these bets on the plus side. Only on the minus side. It is a favorite side to hit for one, and then for two, you're getting right at the market width. So it's a good bet. You're getting way better odds than these books. So we're set there. If you're not on a prop builder, I highly recommend getting on one, just to have it, especially if you don't have access to the main sports books like DraftKings and FanDuel, BetMGM. So I'm constantly looking at this positive EV tool for plays just like that. And then we can go back to our regular schmegular. Let me just lock in some of these plays real quick on the Dabble. So we got Chris Bell under 11.5 points. Do we see anything over here? Joel Embiid over 25.5 points. I was trying to take this on underdog, but for some reason underdog is just tripping. Let me try to log in again. Is the connection still off? What? Damn, we still got no connection. All right, we're gonna have to wait till the end. Hopefully, we can get a player here live before we get off. But on underdog. So I'm gonna use those. I'd rather make a play I'd rather make a play on underdog over dabble just because we're getting a profit boost. That's crazy. Every time. Every time. Alright, let's move on. What other books y'all want? DraftKings. Let's see what's on DraftKings. Any NBA. We got Peyton Watson. Alright, so let's head over to DraftKings. We got Peyton Watson under 30 PRAs. His at 29, so that play is no longer available. Tim Hardaway under 17.5 points. 2,000. This is kind of like a flat number, so I don't really like that. But we can look at that as a possibility. We also have Peyton Watson's under his points and assists, which is at 23.5. So we could take his under 23.5 points and assists since his PRAs are not at 30. And then we'll just head over to the optimizer for the rest. Let's see what we got. James Harden over 31 points plus rebounds. Vucevic is under. Who's this down here? Evan Mobley under 17.5 points. And so that's a solid play. Joel Embiid under 39.5. I'm good on that one. DeMar DeRozan under 20 points. That's not too bad. Pinnacle is minus 124. Not the greatest edge. Who's this? That's NCAA. Scotty Barnes. The Mobley play looks solid. DeMar DeRozan is okay. Paul George over 15 points. We could do that one. Ooh, whoa. Ooh, whoa. I think I need 4 plays for my 30% profit boost 4 plus. So I need another play. We could go DeMar DeRozan if nothing else pops up on here. Those are NCAA. James Harden, I'll be okay with that. But the line, they have 32, but it's only minus 108. So 31.5 is probably like minus 116 to 20. So it's not that big of a edge. So I'll probably pass on that one, and I'll go ahead and take this DeMar DeRozan play. And his is under 19.5 points. Alright, let's throw one of these profit boosts on here. Okay. So oh shit. So here's the play. Let me share this on my Discord and I'll share it with y'all on the stream. Got it. Alright, so here's a 4-man on DraftKings pick 6. See what happens. Alright, let me try logging into this again. That's crazy, bro. I think we good. Okay, I'm back in underdog, so we'll go ahead and make this underdog slip. I gotta reconnect my jaunt. Let's go here. All right, so we are back on underdog. Are we back on underdog? We're back. All right, so let's go back to underdog. We do have 2 NBA profit boosts. Oh shit, I think I lost one. I had to. PGA. I had a 30% one, but I think I took too long, so I didn't get to use it. But we do have 50%, so this one we have time for. I have the NFL one. I have 4 days left to use it, so I'm gonna hold off unless I find something like super crazy. Let's check out underdog. All right, so same thing. What I'm looking for is Pinnacle. FanDuel's an okay source. They're getting it at minus 130 for this play. Minus 114, so not a big fan of that one. Do I have a hockey one? NFL, it's just soccer and golf. All right, let's see. Let's check out the positive EV. So that's good that the Evan Mobley play showed up on here. All right, let's go check out over here. We got NBA, so we're looking for NBA plays. So let me just lock in on the NBA, and let's see what pops up. We got Trey Jones over 9.5 rebound assists. Nikola Vucevic over 17.5 points. We got some solid plays right here. Let's go with let's lock in the Vucevic play first. If it's still there. You telling me I lost connection again? This is wild. So underdog being a little problem. This is crazy, bro. Does anybody else have problems with their underdog? So underdog is not working. So whenever I do get a chance to make a play on underdog, I will send it out on my Discord. Make sure if you guys aren't in there, that you get in there. Just go to my profile, go to my link tree, and my Discord is the first link. So you get access to my Discord. It's free. You just get in there. I post all my plays in there like you guys saw earlier. So that's that. If you guys want to follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then if you guys are not on any of these books, you just click these links and you use my referral code. You get a discount or a deposit bonus. And then that's pretty much it. So let's see. If we can't find anything else, I took his rebounds already, but I think it was at 7.5. Yeah. All right. So, I'm not really seeing anything worth taking. Let's go. We can try Prize Picks. We don't have a Prize Picks play yet. All right. So let's try to get this Keontae George play. Let me type in his first name. So we're doing Keontae George under 26.5 points. I'm gonna take this tennis player too. Over 11.5 games won. Don't watch tennis at all, so I have no clue how that works. But it's a profitable play, so we're in there. The good thing about doing sports betting like this is you don't have to know everything. Chris Bell under 11.5 points. Because there's no shot. I mean, we have these two books and they're in the 130, so it could be a good play. It's not a play that I'm going to avoid. We got another tennis play right here. Let's see what's on here. Bam, over. Let's try to narrow this down some before we lock it. Devontae Adams. So if you want to wait till till the weekend for playoffs, you can, and lock in this play. I might take this either somewhere else or at another time, just because it's not till the weekend. Kelly Oubre under 10.5 points. Let's see. This is basketball, so I have to go to basketball. I like this play because of all these lines. All these odds are heavily favoring, especially Pinnacle minus 135 or minus 131. That's why I'm more likely to take this play over the ones that are above it. Plus Embiid's playing, so he's going to be taking up a lot of the scoring. We do have the Jalen Smith play over points plus rebounds, so that's a little bit like you can call it a positive correlation. But I think that's pretty much it. I can make two plays. So let's lock this play in right here. I gotta confirm that I'm not a bot. Let me share this on my Discord. Okay, so the link is in my Discord if you're not in there. Come on, bro. So let me do my thing. Try again. This is crazy, yo. This game ridiculous. Bro. Alright, so for some reason it's not working. Let me just put the link like this. No, that's not it. This is crazy, bro. If it doesn't work this time, I'm done trying. Oh my god. Alright. Let me try. Let me see if this works. Let me know if this link works. It don't look like it's gonna work, but for some reason none of my computer stuff is working. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, because it's an old one. Alright, I'm tripping. Alright, here. This is the link. There's the link. Use that link, and then you get access to these plays. If you don't like all these plays, you don't have to take all of them, but or you could just take some of them. But I'm pretty sure that's the link that's gonna work. Let me know if it doesn't work. And I'm gonna make another play. So there's a link. I know for sure the link works in the Discord. So if it's not working through this chat, then make sure you get in the Discord to get the play. I'm gonna lock in these plays right here. So here's basically a sharp money play. Chris Bell under 11.5 points. We got Tim Hardaway under 17.5 points plus rebounds. All right. And then let's see one more play. SV Edgecombe under 25.5. That might be the play right there. So we're basically fading everybody on the Sixers because Embiid's play. I don't like this play just because there's no other books besides BetMGM, and their lines are always like the worst ones. So I'm gonna go with the Edgecombe play. Miles McBride for 11. Embiid under 4 assists. No, I'm good on that one. Nurkic over 30.5. This one doesn't look too bad. That Dell play's not here no more. I noticed. Alright, so I'm gonna take there was a play on here that I don't see anymore. The Edgecombe play. Nah, I don't like that one. It's just NFL. Paul George under 9.5 rebound assists. That one doesn't look too bad. I don't know how he does as like a passer. And now we're getting a little bit too deep. Day. We might just have to make another CBB. Under 15.5 points. If that's the play that is also on here, so this is going to be it right here. Alright, so we have two prize picks plays. Share this. Alright, so we got two prize picks plays. Let me see if my underdog wants to work. If it does, we'll get underdog. If not, just be on the lookout for underdog slips after the stream is over. Alright, so let's see if we can do something here. Last try. It does have to be NBA, so. Damn, game started already? Sheesh. I'm not gonna do live. It's too early. Like I was telling you before, it's too early to do live betting. The game just started. We got Trey Murphy over 28.5 PRAs. Maybe I just can't go back and forth, you know. As soon as I go out and back, that's when it starts to mess up. What was the Trey Murphy play? Over 28.5. I picked Embiid because I saw it like before. Joel Embiid over 34. So I'm picking Embiid just because I had seen it. That's crazy. Is under and over are both on here. So we got Trey Murphy. I like this Trey Murphy play. Even though Pinnacle's not offering odds, I still think it's a pretty good play. Javez Missy, not much of a discount or an edge compared to Pinnacle, but compared to everything else, it is a good bet. Plus, we're getting a 50% profit boost, so I'm okay making that play as our third play. Yeah, and there we go. already acting up. So basically, you can't go back and forth. Then, oh shit, I'm about to say. Under 5.5, and we got, who is it? Trey Murphy. All right, I'm done. Underdog is just being a little piece of you know what right now, so I'm not able to lock anything in. Let me see if I can do it on my phone. If I can get it on my phone, then cool. So his number changed, so we can't do that one. And Beats points went down, so that might actually be good for us. Or it might not be a profitable play anymore. We got Giannis under 43.5. It's heavily favored, but nobody's offering it except Prize Picks. So that's why I'm probably not going to make that play. Damn. All right. So I'm just gonna cool it with the underdog. They're acting up right now. So we do got some plays, some better slips, Prize Picks. We didn't make any dabble plays. Dabble has live. All right, let's lock in the dabble play before we hop off. We got Brooke Lopez. Under 4.5 rebounds. And that's not there. God damn, that will be on that BS. Under 10.5 points. So he's still there. Bane under 4.5 rebounds. 4 rebounds. All right, yeah. This is about to be done. All right, you guys, I'm going to call this stream. We do have some plays, though. Make sure that you guys are following me on my socials. And I'll see y'all